Greetings, YouTube. Joe here with Call Nation Media, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is episode number 55, and in this episode, we're going to be finishing up the entirety of the Shadow Temple. We don't really have that much that we have to do, so it's not really going to take that long. It'll probably be about half of the video, and then the other half will be probably the Gerudo Training Grounds, because we have an item, a specific weapon that I want to get there that I don't believe is necessary for the completion of the game. And this Floor Master is just completely owning me because I don't have a shield and I keep trying to guard and it's not working. I keep forgetting, so keep in mind that you cannot use your shield while you have the Bigoron sword. It does not work. You cannot guard with it, so don't bother, otherwise you'll just keep getting knocked on your ass, like me. Anyway, when you defeat the invisible Floor Master and all of its baby Floor Master friends, haha, you get a small key, and that's the last small key of this temple, and now we have everything that we need to get to the end. So now what we want to do is go back into... Why do the Floor Masters have my number? Goodness gracious, I can't do anything to these guys. Okay, what I was saying was we have everything that we need now in order to progress to the end of the dungeon. Okay, so if the baby Handmasters, that's his rapper name. If the baby Floor Masters do get a hold of you, they suck your life force pretty much and will turn into a big one again, so... That part kind of sucks, so you want to just walk around and start slaughtering all of them as soon as they become babies. Yeah, it's pretty much like Floor Master abortion, kind of, sort of, in a really not as creepy kind of way. This is the wrong room. My goodness. Where am I supposed to be going? It must be the next one over. I miscalculated because... I don't know why. Because I'm just not on it today, clearly. I got owned by that Floor Master a little while ago, and got owned by a baby Floor Master. This is not boding well for me. Okay, so now we can cross the bridge that we created for ourselves in the last episode by shooting the bomb flowers around this bird statue. If you really want to go get recovery hearts, you can go up onto the pillars up there. I believe you may have to play the Scarecrow song or the Song of Time. One of those to get up there. Just kind of mess around with it. I'm not going to bother with it. And this is the last room here. Use the Lens of Truth. And if you just jump, you're just going to jump into the Dark Abyss. So don't do what I did. You're going to want to put on your hover boots, and that will allow you to cross the distance that's necessary in order to reach each platform. Once you get to the end, use the boss key to open the final door, and then we can drop down below us into the battle arena, which is ironically just like a big weird bongo drum. And I have to say that with this boss fight, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, I was very disappointed. I thought the boss of the Shadow Temple would be super creepy and super badass, and it's really not. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it could be a lot better. Phantom Shadow Beast. Sigh. Bongo Bongo. Yeah. I mean, the idea is cool, it's just that the name ruins it. Boss of the Shadow Temple, revived from the well. Look at it with the Eye of Truth. Yes, you can only see his hands without the Lens of Truth, so you need to put that on in order to be able to see his weak point, which is his eye. But that's pretty self-explanatory. So he's going to be doing kind of like lots of Master Hand from Super Smash Bros. Attacks where he's trying to like bitch slap you, punch you, grab you, squeeze you, grope you, all that good stuff. Also, karate chop you, apparently. He's a black belt. So you need to shoot both of his hands with arrows, and then you can go to town on his eye when he is stunned. He will charge you after you stun both of his hands. You can either shoot him with an arrow in the eye or wait for him, and it's kind of risky, but you can then use your sword, especially the Bigoron sword, because it's long, to hit him from a distance, and then you will be able to get a hold of his eye. When you do shoot his hands, they will often drop magic jars for you because you do need to use the Lens of Truth. And they will also drop arrows for you, which will help you stun his hands. The hardest part about this battle is the fact that he spins around so much. And if you do stand still for too long, he will grab you like so and squeeze you. Thankfully, I got out of it pretty quickly, but there's a lot of times where he will also attempt to throw you off of the drum itself, off of the arena, into the poisonous water. So that part can kind of suck, because there's nothing you can do to not get damaged by the water. You don't have anything in your inventory that will help you. After a couple of jump slashes with the Bigoron sword, though, Bongo Bongo bites the dust. And yeah, really not that hard of a battle at all. Like I said, I remember the first time I fought this fight, and I was very disappointed. But that's it for Bongo Bongo, and that's it for the Shadow Temple. I think that actually went faster than the Forest Temple, which is the first temple as an adult. But still, it was one of my favorite temples. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked how things are fake and fake walls and all that stuff. I thought that was pretty awesome. I'm going to try to grab this magic jar before it disappears. Hell yeah, I needed that. Okay, we'll grab this heart container, and with that, we only have one heart container left before we've found all the available hearts in the entire game, and we're going to get that last heart container after defeating the Spirit Temple, and that is probably what we'll do in a couple of episodes from now. But starting at the end of this episode and into the next episode, we're going to be going against the Gerudo Training Grounds to get a new arrow type. Alright, so back in the Chamber of Sages, and it turns out that Impa is the sage, the boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. Well, I figured that out, Impa. You should be guarding Zelda, right? We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. Well, apparently he didn't get a hold of that. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Yeah, but I was a badass lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. Why yes, Impa, I have. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Everybody seems to know that the princess is safe, but we haven't actually seen her, so it's kind of hard to say. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule yet again. But how long will that really last? Only till the next game, right? I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Well, we're actually not going to do that because we have to do the Spirit Temple, man. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. And yes, another medallion to add to our medallion collection. We're such a nerd, we collect medallions. Whatever. It is the purple Shadow Medallion. I wish we had a tunic that was that color, because Link would look pretty damn good in a purple tunic. It's more like a dark violet, but whatever. Please look out for the princess. Okay, we will, Impa, don't worry. If she ever shows her freaking face, how are we supposed to look out for her if we don't even know where she is? Anyway, we'll warp back out to the graveyard, and we're off to our next destination now, which is the Gerudo Fortress yet again. We are at the Gerudo's Fortress here, and remember that you can ride opponent in here, which is unusual because most of these types of areas you cannot ride your horse in, but for some reason you can here. Instead of running all the way around to where the archery game was, we can get off right here at the corner, and we can talk to this lady right here. This is the Gerudo's training ground. Membership card verified. That's right. We are official. One try for 10 rupees. That's a pretty cheap price, and considering that we have 500 rupees, we're in good shape here. We're in no danger of running out of money. So she'll open the door for us, and in we go. So what is the Gerudo training ground? It's kind of hard to explain. It's a training ground, pretty much. You know, you have to pass challenges, pass trials, and defeat enemies in the rooms and whatnot. If you can overcome the trials in the chambers ahead, then and only then will you be qualified to hold our secret treasure. So once you defeat all of the rooms, or enough of the rooms, you will be able to get the weapon that we're looking for. If you desire to acquire our hidden treasure, you must strive to obtain the 9 keys. So there are 9 trials, and you can actually get the treasure without getting all of the 9 keys. There is a way to do it. It depends on the path that you take for the small keys. I'm actually going to show you how to defeat all 9 just because that's how I roll. I don't do things half-ass. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Defeat all the enemies in a limited time. We have 1 minute to defeat both of these Stalfos. With the Bigoron sword, however, this is not... Wow! This is not that difficult of a task. Although, I did just get owned there, to be fair. Alright, come on. This is going to be like the one time I won't be able to do this. Okay, we got one down. 40 seconds to knock out the other one, so we should be in good shape. And they do disappear after you defeat them, so you don't have to defeat both of them within a certain amount of time. Like, the one doesn't come back to life like it did in the Forest Temple. Okay, so once the treasure chest appears, you can pick up these small keys. So that's small key number 1. In this room, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds to solve the silver rupee puzzle. And this really isn't that difficult either. It's just pretty much remembering where you have gone. And it doesn't really matter how you do it, honestly. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it, but yeah, also don't catch on fire. But the easiest way to do it is just whatever's easiest for you. I suggest going around the room kind of like in a circle, so I just got run over. Okay. I am not having a good day. I'm really not. I've had a lot of weird things happen to me, like catching on fire, getting run over by giant boulders. Strange things happening. Okay. Yeah, I know. I saw that one coming. Am I missing one? You can use the long shot, however, to get over the flames. Link just literally goes right through them and doesn't care. I mean, his boots and his ass catch on fire, but goes out pretty instantly. He's invincible while long shotting, so as long as his chain is attached to something, he can't be damaged. That part's pretty cool. Why do I keep... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm doing this on purpose, almost. That's what it looks like. Just keep getting run over. Where's that last ruby? There it is. Okay, I thought I wasn't going to complete that, which would be really sad. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. Just run me over. Don't even care. You can use Nehru's Love here if you wanted to. If you're as bad about getting run over as I am. So you will get run over and, you know, get knocked back and lose time, but you won't lose any hearts from it. It depends on how you want to do it. Without the necessary items, it's basically telling you that there's specific weapons that you need to pass all the trials. So in this room, we have 2 white Wolfos and 2 regular Wolfos that we have to defeat. If you have the Bigoron sword, you can just keep spin slashing, and you will be able to reach their tails that way, even if they're facing you. So they don't have a chance. So 2 spin slashes will take out all of the Wolfos, regardless of whether they're facing you or not. So we can open the small chest there, and we'll get a bundle of arrows. I don't think I needed those, but that is okay. So we will need the Lens of Truth because there's an area above the door where we're going to be headed next, and we also need the silver gauntlets in order to move that block on the left-hand side of the room. Once you use the hook shot to get through the fake part of the wall, you can step on the switch, which will open the door below. And... or not, is that below? Yeah, I guess it was. I don't know. what's going on. But anyway, I'm actually going to stop the episode here because we're kind of running out of time here. But in the next episode, we're going to continue the trials in the Gerudo Training Ground and hopefully get to the end and find out what the Gerudo Pirates' treasure is. Its new weapon. Whoa, fancy. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and please stay tuned for episode number 56. Game on.